morning. What it do, everybody? What it do this morning? How you guys doing this morning? Well, I was gonna see if I can get some people on here because a lot of times I start talking and sounding too fast, and uh, it'd be people that I want to hear was popping. But yeah, we gonna talk about it. Whoever in here this morning, I want to just send a blessing to you and hope and health and wealth finds you this morning and everything is well with you. Um, I wanted to talk about something this morning, y'all, because yeah, it's a trending issue going on that nobody seems to want to talk about, nobody want to touch. You know, we in a very sensitive time. Seems like with people not being able to accept the truth. But first, I look before I go into further. Cheryl, good morning, sweetheart. Thank you for being here and watching my channel. God's child, good morning, sweetheart. Love you. You already know what it is with you. So, uh, look here. I'm gonna go and get into it. All right. So, y'all, if y'all notice, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I'm gonna tell you my experience first. Without, you know, someone that I know has a daughter, and I've been knowing this little girl. I met her around maybe like 15. Very age of potentially like say influence. Like a lot of things can influence children that age. Because of them not you know being very mature in certain areas in their life, especially emotionally. So take that 15-year-old and they start to grow up and progress, and all the stuff that we see on television, and then what we see on television, we take it for granted on that being reality for people around us, like real people. Because where do you think they get these storylines from? A lot of these people get these storylines, from real life. So I started to think, because I be watching TV and stuff like that. So let me get back to the subject about what I was talking about as far as young girl. Time has progressed. Now I would say maybe like a year or two ago, she all of a sudden came and said that she wanna date women. She wanna date women. Now this is the thing that I gotta say as well. This young girl was around me enough for me to be able to see some of the stuff that she was investing her time in. I snuck one time, and I was outside on my patio, and she was kind of laying sideways with her phone. No harm in that. But I just so happened to peek over, and I'm looking at this girl looking at porno in her phone, girl on girl stuff. I didn't say nothing. You know what I did? I waited for a little while, and I tried to talk to her mama about it. I was like, look, you might want to, talk to your daughter because, I just saw her, on her phone looking at some stuff that, ain't too appealing for her age. Only reason why I didn't intervene at the time that I saw her doing that was because that's not my child. So I felt I'd probably be out of line to some degree if I were to try to approach her or say something to her, and she don't, that's not the type of relationship that I had with her at that time. So I feel like I probably would have been out of place if I had done that. So anyway, after I saw that, said something to her mama, a couple of years later progressed. Now it went from that to her literally starting to date women. She's in a whole full-fledged relationship with another girl around her age. This girl wasn't even, well, she ain't even 21 now. You know, and I started to think to myself, how did you get to that point to where you got interested to want to date a woman? Now, I'm gonna say this is what I knew her. I still dating right now. I know this for a fact. He's still fooling with her. But she still like women. She balancing this dude and this girl in her life. If I'm not mistaken, hell, they didn't even had a threesome together. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to talk about this because that's a problem, and that's the reason why I talk about the stuff I talk about because of the progression of stuff that we tend to ignore that's having a drastic effect on humanity and us as a race and our children, our women, our men. We got a problem in our culture of this liberated mindset that I can do whatever I want to do and not think about how it affects others or even affect themselves over a period of time. You know, folks are not thinking about life in a long-term fashion for some reason. It's like I got to feel everything and experience everything in a small amount of time. And a lot of that stuff that you're chasing to experience is toxic. And it ain't going to do nothing but wear you out and wear you down in your spirit. It starts to beat down your spirit to where you stop being able to relate to what true reality is. Yep. The world promotes it. Half of them don't even understand why they're that way. You're exactly correct. They don't know. And you know what I feel like? The parents of these children. I ain't gonna say parents, plural, because in most households, these little girls is with their mom. And I'm gonna tell you something now. I know this is a touchy subject, but I ain't afraid to talk about it. I don't care how many views I get or don't get or whatever, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna put it out there for everybody to see. You discern it how you feel like you want to discern it, but it's got to be talked about. I'm not afraid of it because I don't condone it, and I don't even want the attraction or to appeal to people that feel as if that's okay to be. You ain't my kind of people. So, watch it or not, it is what it is. So let me get back to what I'm talking about. Children at a particular age are easily influenced, especially when what it is that they're being influenced by has a sprinkle of entertainment on it. Or it seems to be what's popular. You know, that whole popular stuff is, man, to me, popularity is a whole demon by itself. That's a whole demon by itself. Like, if popularity was in the form of a human being, that motherfucker be fly. And forgive my language, but I'm just talking real. That motherfucker be fly. You know what I'm saying? Smelling good all the time and stuff like that or whatever, and have nothing but negative things to follow behind his trend. The popular person usually be involved in multiple things. Don't have really no standards as far as in their beliefs. It's like I just whatever they feel like they want to do, they'll do, and that is tearing down no matter what race, color, gender, none of that. It can tear down anyone. It is not subjected to those characteristics, the race, color, and gender. No, it's not subjected to that because it's subjected to the practice of it. When you invest your time and your energy and your mind into this particular thing, it starts to manifest itself into your life. It manifests itself. And what that old saying say, practice make perfect. Especially when you can't escape from the influence itself. It's all around you. You stuck. And it's like when you don't have any true core belief in your spirit, in its standards, you gonna be liable to start wanting to entertain that because that is the standard in the arena that you're in. That's the type of shit that they do. And before anybody goes to that point, I'm pretty sure a question is raised in their mind. Hey, do I need to be doing this? Is that right? Like, is that right? Is that cool to be doing? If they were to verbally ask that question in the arena that they in, man, that's cool, man. What's wrong with you, man? This is what, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, that type of stuff. So now, if this person has not had any training at home, any a build of themselves at home, to where when they are faced with these type of adversities and these type of decisions around people that are popular and they doing stuff that you know popping and entertaining, if they don't have no core belief, if they wasn't raised to have a certain belief, they gonna fall. Okay, well, Chanel, you got your right to speak on that. That's cool. I'm gonna let you watch me. I ain't gonna try to block you nothing. Whatever you feel like you gotta say it, sweetheart. 'Cause, hey, this ain't just for me. This for everybody. And I'm open to people to disagree. You saying I'm gonna highlight what you just said. You said you need to move on, leave people alone. Well, this is the thing that you don't understand about the statement that you just made, Ms. Chanel. Those things that other people practice is something that tends to develop from the core of it and out. Do you know what radius is? Think about a circle. Now, matter of fact, think about a dot. Just you can do this in your mind. You ain't got to do this with no pencil and paper. You can do it with your head. Think about a dot. Say the dot is the practice of homosexuality. That dot represents one person. That dot and every one of their influence, it's like when you talk about radius, it's like going from that particular point out in a circumference. When they talk about a radius, it's a certain area. That one person has the ability to affect many. That's how the devil works. And see, people like you don't have no standard. That's why you say leave people alone. You thinking I'm picking on somebody, don't you? You might be gay yourself. You like women? You like women, that's your business. But in my house, in this arena, I don't tolerate that. And on this channel, which is for everybody to get some information from, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of opinions. I'm not afraid of people not watching me or whatever because where it needs to hit is gonna hit. Somebody this morning gonna run into this or whenever, and they gonna start to think about some stuff, and they might go to their daughter and say, "Hey, what's up with that girl you always hanging with?" No, she might be she looks like she, aggressive and almost kind of come off like a dude. And your daughter is feminine. If your daughter brings a girl home that act like a dude, y'all better forewarn her. Baby, look here. If I ain't had the conversation with you, let me have it with you now. What you about to step in with that girl? If you about to do it, baby, it's gonna have a cost up on your spirit. It has certain experiences have ability to like toxify your spirit, and it takes you a while to really get that out of your system to where you don't want to be doing that. They say, what I'm saying, like when people do like certain drugs and stuff, crackheads or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you go to rehab because you're tired of doing this stuff, they say that you in remission or whatever. They say, once a crack addict, always a crack addict. The only thing that's gonna stop you from continuing to be a crack addict is you not doing it any further. But being that you already crossed that line, you already went on the other side to experience that. That consciousness gonna always be with you. That consciousness is not something that you once you open the door, you'll open the door to your spirit for that type of stuff. You're gonna always be conscious to it. Not only will you be conscious to it, you might even be able to notice it and identify those that are like that when others can't. Now, or you allowed yourself to go through some stuff like that. Now, and then you know you don't develop the fantasy because you now say that it's wrong. When somebody had already tried to tell you it was wrong, you didn't have to experience it. But now, being that you got the experience, you now can be a strong advocate to tell the other you and the other little girl, say, hey, y'all look here, I done already went down there, bro. I done already been burnt by that, so you ain't got to get burnt. That's not cool to do. That's not even God's way. Straight up, that's not even God's way. The God word even speak against that. You know what? I just saw what you wrote. You say, God, I'm confused how you're bothering anyone by speaking faith. You know what? When I done came to the term God child, you know, with this channel, and as you know, we progress to build this thing, we gonna have a lot of people that's gonna disagree. I get it. I'm open to it because I need to be able to see what we're dealing with. That's why I done started to invest my time and energy into some of the things I've invested my time and energy in, is because I need to see what we're dealing with. The devil's so crafty. And I'm going to tell you something. The best way to learn your enemy is watch him. The devil got so many children in the form of certain types of spirits that he utilized those that submit to his will and have them destroying the atmosphere of this earth and everything that's in it. God's word says the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And if you look at the world and the way it is, it's evident. God's word did not lie. Even if you don't believe in God's word, that alone, that's in God's word. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. What's happening now? A lot of stuff is being stolen from us as a people. Has been stolen from us as a people. A lot of stuff, if we done got killed for no reason, look at George Floyd. It is destroying families, it's destroying homes, it's destroying businesses. A lot of these so-called trends and patterns is destructive. So you mean to tell me that everybody's supposed to have this attitude like, oh, well, leave people alone. You know, let people do what they want to do until it makes them come to your doorstep. When it knock on your door, you're going to start asking questions. Why? Well, see, the Bible says warning comes before destruction. This here, this is warning. This is warning. This is real information. This is really going on. This is not to be entertainment. This is real life. Folks be talking about ain't nobody real online. Well, you got one here. You got one here. And I like I said, I said on most of my lives, because I get sick and tired of people, which I'm gonna get over at some point, of thinking that I'm trying to be some internet famous person. No. If it turns out to be that way, that's gonna be God's will, not mine. And I'm gonna continue to be the same person I am right now and talk the same stuff I'm talking right now. The internet not gonna change me because I stand on what I believe in. They say you stand for something, you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I'm not gonna just fall for anything. Some things I'll humble myself to for the sake of correction or for the sake of understanding, but just oh, well, that's what everybody else is doing now. That propaganda technique don't even exist in me. I notice it, but I won't never follow its trend because I already know what it's going I'm trying to push y'all on some shit. When you got ignorant ass people that get up on here and don't wanna argue and debate. Somebody trying to argue and debate with you, hell, I'm speaking nothing but pure facts. I'm speaking truth here. I'm not speaking from a place of ignorance. This is stuff I'm talking about stuff that I gone through. I done took the time out to look at or whatever. I ain't perfect. I might get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a human. I'm not no robot. I'm a living, breathing person with a brain, with a soul, and with a spirit, a good natured spirit. I want good stuff to happen for people. I don't want to continue to keep living in a world, you know what I'm saying, that's nothing but pure evil. All because good was too fucking cowards and pussy to stand up and fight against evil. We got to have more people bold enough to stand up for what's right, y'all. I don't care where I use your message, if it's on the internet or if it's in true public. You go to your state capitals or you decide to write letters or where we need everybody that have those abilities for us to stand in unison with each other to be able to abolish some of this crazy stuff that's trying to find itself at our doorstep. We ain't got to let it in, but just the fact that it's at the doorstep. Because at some point, you just can't stay in the house. You got to come outside at some point. Your children, my daughter is at school right now. I'm not with her. I don't know what's going on, but I trust the fact that the area that she's in, that I leave her in, she's going to be well taken care of. But also, I got to make sure that I teach my daughter how to take care of herself in situations. I talked to my baby. Because my baby cried, y'all. My baby was crying about that. I told her to stop. I didn't want her to do that to me. My little girl. This ain't been recent. You know, it happened a Y'all watch Walker and Tammy. Y'all watch that TV show. Look, that's another example right there. They are promoting it in such a subtle way. That little girl on there talking about I don't know what my sexuality is. How do you not know what your sexuality is when God made you with everything to define what your sexual origin is? Female, you got a coochie between your legs and you can carry a baby. What does that mean? That you are a woman. Children don't have a mature mindset to make those types of decisions. Period. Parents need to be parents and not try to be. Oh wait, thank you, cutie patootie. Thank you. I ain't been right what you said. I ain't been reading what you said. I got to tell my hair. I'm getting out of here. I was trying to say I didn't want my hair to be messing up the mic or whatever while I'm talking. But let me finish. Boy, thank you. Thank you, Cutie. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. Because I swear to God, like, I need folks that know what the truth is and bold enough to just say it for what it is, to talk to me. Like, I'm for real. But anyway, let me finish what you said. Parents need to be parents and not try to be BFL with their children. I'm old school. Thank you. I am too, baby. I'm old school. You hear me? I'm old school. I'm old school and traditional. I don't play that. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Cutie Patootie. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could put some clapping noises up on the thing for that. Like, you deserve a trophy for that. Like, I want to see more people that are say that and talk that, like, because that's what's real is. And you have to ask yourself this, y'all. Anybody that's watching this live right now, ask yourself, who would have a problem with having a standard like that? Who got a problem with it? Who literally got a problem with having standards against wrong? Who? SWRPL. Well, I hope that, because I can't see my YouTube channel while I'm doing this. Because I'm doing this through thing called StreamYard. But nothing happened. We're just talking about something. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, Miss or Miss Bills, and forgive me if I get it wrong. But just so you hear, and I appreciate you being here. I wanted to acknowledge you. But no, it ain't nothing that's happened. It's just what's happening in real time. It's just what's happening in real time. That's all. So I want y'all to understand something. Like, it's gonna take us within our own home. Remember that dot I was talking about? Let that dot be your home. And start to build a truth around the radius of your home to where if the devil gonna have to go through layers of belief to try to get to the core of the belief to change. He should not be able to get that close to alter alter the minds of those that we are teaching, of those that we are building to be solid people in this world. We need to be having these children focus on education, not sexuality. We need to be them focusing on that spirituality, not sexuality. But sex is such a strong subject nowadays. Everything is sexually driven. A lot of times people don't even want to talk to other folks unless they sexy to them. What good is it? It has no substance at the end of the day. Sex is a beautiful thing, especially when it's done the right way. Especially when it's done in a way that is orderly. Have you ever had sex with somebody that you in love with? A man, or like a man having sex with a woman, and a woman having like heterosexual experience. I mean, maybe some of you guys that watch my channel, y'all married, or you got a husband, or if y'all love each other, in love with each other, that feeling that you get, that bonding. Like, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna give you an experience like me. I have a friend of mine. I don't know if she's watching right this is not a political issue. It's a human issue. The only political aspect that this has is Barack Obama, which I hate that he ever did, signed a bill to give rights to gay people. That's me in my opinion. Agree or disagree. I don't have no problem with gay people. That person itself, it's what you do, it's your practice, it's your way of life. Without the practice and the way of life, you just a regular human being. We all have definition to us. Our job, you cannot allow. I'm gonna say this first. Our job and the things that we invest our time in is what makes us. My baby I talk to my baby a lot about education and how important school is. And she was like, "Well, Daddy, can I?" She asked me, "Could she be something?" I was like, "Baby, you can be whatever you want to be, in life." I was like, "But if whatever you're gonna be, just make sure that's what you want to be, baby." I was like, "Daddy would love to see you be a doctor." I was like, "I believe you could be a doctor." I said, "I believe in you that much. I said, I believe you could be a doctor, baby." I said, "You can doctor on Daddy when you get old." Okay, Daddy, I'll be a doctor. When these kids trust in you and you talk to them like that, you don't even understand how much of an influence you will have over them as time progresses, especially when you're being consistent in your message. Hold on, I'm gonna breathe yours, and you cannot allow in and everyone to plug into your sexually. Plug, ooh, sexually. You didn't put that love. God like you, boy. I swear to God, I like you. Like you, God's child, like man, like I'm just on the see. I can tell you guys' mentality just by the way that you come in. And man, y'all just don't understand how much I appreciate it. And y'all are ladies, y'all are women. I know y'all don't take offense to me as a man. I'm just a man. I'm a real one. I'm a real man. I got real beliefs. I got real standards as a man. I do. I ain't perfect, but I got real standards though. And there's certain things I just can't go for. And just let it be like that, like, oh, well, that's just what you want to do. No. Because that one thing that one person want to do is they got it from somewhere else. They ain't just wake up one morning and say, okay, I'm going to do this. They got it from somewhere. What you say, Internet? That's how I feel when I step up for things that's happening to children. I'm only one person. Yes, ma'am. Straight up. But you'll be surprised how the one voice, like standing against what we think to be wrong, actually, standing in a standard. How those that may had, an opinion about it at a time will start to see, you know what, I need to have this as a standard. Not just, as an opinion, but a standard. Like, I need to set a standard against this. This is something I need to set a standard against. There's certain things we got to set a standard against, y'all, in our lives to keep the devil from having his way. We keep making it easy for the devil because we ain't standing up against him. Everybody wanted to get in their own little space to create their own little safe space or whatever, not knowing that. Hey, remember that old story about the three little pigs? Little pig, let me in. Or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. That's the devil. That's the devil. See, when hell come to your doorstep, look, I need to. Little pig. Let me in. That's that gay shit. That's the devil. It's all kind of negative, all kind of evil spirits. Let me in. Or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. that shit. It's real. You got to build yourself, your children, your house, and everything around you need to be solid and on one accord. Ain't no sense in trying to mix all this bullshit together. Gay people, straight people, God's people, the devil's people. Ain't no way that shit don't fucking work. There's too much disagreement in it. The Bible says, be ye not unevenly yoked with unbelievers. Tell me about God's word don't lie. That's why I say what I say. And the reason why my standards are the way that they are and as strong as I am, because of the Lord Jesus Christ. I thank God that He brought His Son down upon this earth to die on the cross for us and to teach us and to give us His word. Because without that, I don't know who the heck I'd be with all the stuff that I done been influenced by, the stuff that has been around me, if I done wasn't solid. I thank God for solid people. I'm trying to find y'all. I'm trying to find you. Straight up. I'm trying to find you. And I want to know you. Not to try to judge you or try to change your life, because whatever standards that you got, those standards that you built before you even knew me. But if anything, I want to know what your standards are, and I can stand behind what standards that you got as well if they solid. And if it's something that needs to be promoted, condoned. Because it's a lot of weak standards that's being practiced that's affecting our homes and our world, period. Look at how messed up our politicians are. And they the ones that set the standards for us on certain areas of our life. There's a lot of weakness going on. And it's affecting us in so many different ways that we don't even understand. Because when folks ain't paying attention, they spiritually asleep. Y'all are, I didn't say y'all, a lot of these people are asleep. Y'all, I hope and pray that this message got to you. You got something from it. I mean well in everything that I say. I promise I do, y'all. I done got tired. I'm about to go deep with some stuff. You hear me? I'm about to go deep with some stuff. I'm about to go deep with some stuff. Because that's where the problems lie. They have deep rooted themselves. It done got to the dot. It done broke into the radius and made it to the dot. It done blew down some houses. It done got to a lot of people. It done made them the way that they are. They are confused, a lot of them. They are confused, y'all. And it's going to take folks like us not to judge them. Not to judge them. And this is the thing. I'm going to tell you this. If you find yourself in a conversation with somebody about this stuff and they don't agree with you, just stop talking to them. Let them have their beliefs. But if you somehow was able to get their attention and they want to hear what you got to say, let them have it. Give it to them raw. No seasoning. Just straight raw meat. Give it to them. Because that's the only way it's going to really have its effect. You got to quit trying to put sugar on frosted flakes. I don't put sugar on frosted flakes. It's sweet enough. Oh, you are Antoinette. Like, you for real about that, Miss Carter? Yeah, please. Subscribe to my channel. Like I was telling Godshot, y'all, like, this is like a partnership for me. I mean, I want to be able to work with a lot of people from a lot of different places. I'm about to get to start traveling and stuff here in a little bit, going to different cities and states and stuff. And if I find myself in you guys' areas and whatever, I would love to be able to meet you guys, like, for real, for real. Like, y'all are real people. Yeah, we wasn't born in the same places, same areas or nothing like that, but who's to say that, we won't have the ability to meet each other and rub shoulders and talk about some stuff that's really going on. We're doing it now, and we ain't even in the same house with each other. But just imagine if we was able to get in each other's presence and talk about this stuff. I want to be able to build relationships with people all across the United States about this type of stuff. Yes, when I'm talking about it in God's word, they go look for it. What you just say, trust me, everybody's gonna bow down to the Most High God. Yes. What God's word say? Every knee shall bow, and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. You name me one of these old pagan gods that got literal verbiage like the Lord Jesus Christ does to show his existence upon this earth. Not now on. Not a Papa Legba or Oya or Ogun or none of that. You from the Shy, Miss Connor? Already. That's what's up. That's what's up. I might find myself in the Shy. Ain't no telling. And I'll tell y'all the reason why I'm gonna be traveling and stuff. It's the reason why. I'll talk about that some other time once I get everything set up what I'm trying to do. But that's what I'm finna get ready to start doing, y'all. So y'all, I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I made my point, and I think y'all heard what I said. God bless y'all, man. Like, I want to really, really work with a lot of people across the United States to get this popping, to get the message popping. I'm just a messenger. See, people be worried about somebody benefiting from something. See, this ain't Memphis. I be in Memphis. I be in Memphis, Cutie. I be in Memphis a lot. I was driving trucks for Swiss Transportation. Right there off of what's that? That's that street right there. It ain't Elvis Presley. You know what I'm talking about. If you from Memphis, that Swiss Transportation station, that's right up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So that little hotel that's right down the street, that's where I usually stay at that hotel right down the street from Swiss Transportation in Memphis. I'm from Arkansas, raised. Hey, gosh, if you can tell me what part of Arkansas are you in Arkansas now or no? If you in Arkansas, yeah, I'll be in Arkansas too. My driver's license still say Arkansas. But anyway, let me get back to my point because we gonna really, really get to it. We gonna get to it, y'all. We gonna get to it one way or another, and God gonna make sure that because that's what that the Bible say faith. You know, without faith, it's impossible to please God. Everything that I'm doing is I'm moving on faith. I don't know how God gonna use this, but I know how He using me. Like I don't know what He gonna do. Like it's up to Him. But all thing it is that what He instilled in me as far as my beliefs is concerned, that's what it is. I'm telling y'all the truth. The Bible says the truth will set you free. Some of the things I'm talking about is to help people get free from a lot of stuff that's holding them down and it's causing them bondage because of them being lied to or being cornered, and they allow the wolf to blow their house down and get to the core of what the devil should have never been able to get to. That's why we got to make them strong. Strong with the information, strong with the truth, and strong with the understanding on how certain things will have an effect on their life as they progress from the decisions that they make today. From the decisions that you make today will follow you as you progress in life. That's why God's word says, choose this day who you will serve. You don't know when you're going to leave this earth. And I'd rather leave serving God than to die and not be believing. Straight up. So anyway, I'm going to stop preaching, y'all. Now it's time to pass the offering plate. You know how the preachers do? They get to, talk preaching and stuff, and then they be like, okay, now we're going to take up tithes and offerings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll just tease y'all. But yeah, this is real talk, y'all. I really do appreciate all y'all being here. This has been one informative live, not only for, you guys, but for myself as well. Because any standard that I have, I hold myself to the same standard, y'all. I hold myself to the same standard, I promise you. And this ain't faking me. Again, like I said, I'm not perfect. But the things I really truly believe, they solid. And I speak on it, and no matter what arena that I'm in, that's exactly what it'll be. And I can assure you, I'm not gonna find myself in no arena that that's totally disagreeable with who I am as a person. I ain't trying to get what they say, bad company. If y'all, let me tell you, I'm gonna say this, I'm finna go. There's an old saying, if you ain't never heard it, it said bad company corrupt good morals. You ain't never heard that? Write it down and see how it apply to your life. the devil having his way with us. Sick and tired of the devil having his way with our children. Sick and tired of the devil having his way with our finances. And we need to start helping each other build. Build and heal. Now, heal and build. That's, you got to heal first and then build. We need a healing. We need to learn how to love on each other. L-O-V-E, love. That word is real too. Something else ago we don't have to talk about. All this we need to talk about. We're going to have to go back to the root of it all. And pretty much do a whole master reset on certain standards that have literally been abolished because of evil and good submitting to it. Because I don't want no fight. I don't want to fight. The Bible tells you it's a time for war and a time for peace. It's time for war right now, but we ain't at war against flesh and blood, though. It ain't for you to get out and go and hurt nobody. It's the spirit in them. If they practice it, that's what we're going to have to start influencing people to change. Because if they don't, it ain't going to do nothing but consume them over time. It ain't going to do nothing but consume them. All you got to do is go look at your neighborhood crackhead and see what his decisions got him. It started somewhere. Everything that's in existence started out with a thought. Even the things that you're doing right now. It's real, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm going to go. I ain't finna start preaching no more. I'm going to leave where it is because I promise you, my spirit's so fired up right now, but I don't want to stay alone because I don't want to intimidate nobody from watching it. And so, y'all, I'm glad y'all are here. You're here for a reason. So God bless you. I'm going to get off of here and handle my business for the day. I might get back on here later on or put a video up or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, about